back with the sequel, adult animation this time. Adult animation has like 10 times worse intros most of the time. We got 30. Gonna do this as fast as possible. In dead last is Bob's Burgers. It literally just sucks. Visually, they did a great job with storytelling, and it's probably meant to invoke that shitty commercial atmosphere, but it's just ass. 20 minutes loud and it gives me a headache. That's the point, it's a funny joke, haha. Number 28 wouldn't even be on this list, except for how fucking hilarious it is that it's horrible. I doubt you've ever even seen or heard of this. I know I didn't, but fucking Christ.
Something's wrong with that kid.
Still catchier than Bob's Burgers.
His head don't work, it never did. You better not cross his path. He's a chain smoker.
Here comes the best part.
Sociopath.
Tall! 27 is Rick and Morty. If you think this Doctor Who-ass beat is remotely good, you're stupid. I don't like it. It's just fine. It's serviceable. It's fine. 26 is a shitpost, an underrated shitpost. An intentional dumpster fire anime with Jaden Smith called Neo Yokio. It's utterly pretentious, sincerely pretentious, and ironically pretentious. It's not a masterpiece or anything, but God, it gives me giggles. But the intro is just horrible, but it suits the show fantastic. 25 is Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. I think the intro is kind of intentionally shit as well. You can't really fault a song for succeeding at what it wants to do, even if you don't really like it. It's jazzy and kind of stupid and goofy and clumsy, but it works well for the over-the-top nature of the show. 24, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's kind of a banger, it's kind of outdated, it has that like old rap corniness, but it's still good, even if it's super busy and I wouldn't ever super listen to it ever outside of the context of the show. It hits its stride. 23 is just an instrumental for Mike Tyson Mysteries. But it's a pretty good instrumental. '22 is America's favorite dead horse, The Simpsons. It's mostly instrumental, it's just this little jingle, but the jingle works, it's catchy. I can whistle this while walking to work in 1995. 21 is America's favorite fucking acid trip, Xavier, Renegade Angel. It's good in spite of itself, and then to spite itself, and then to spite the spite of itself. Just like the fucking show, Jesus.
It's a long, hard, dusty road. Your life has been in vain. Each morning sunrise brings question and query. Each sunset brings you catch up.
20 is an Italian show called Terralong the Dotted Line. It goes a lot harder than I expected.
Ma adesso che è cambiato tutto, anche la musica. Qui sembra tutto giusto, è tutto giusto, e a me piuttosto. Mi sembra tutto giusto, è tutto giusto, il mio disgusto.
19 is America's least favorite dead horse, Family Guy. I've never been a huge fan of Seth MacFarlane. I've laughed at exactly one joke of his. But one thing I'm gonna have to give him is a decent musical ear. And you can't tell here, but God, does he have a voice.
Laugh and cry.
18 is Legend of Vox Machina. If you don't know this, it's like a Kickstarter cartoon of a D&D campaign. I love D&D. I've literally never watched Critical Role. I tried, it was boring, I quit. The melody, the instrumentation, on point. The lyrics, kind of dorky, which it is a D&D fucking TV show, but still, it does lose points. Venture Bros is completely unparalleled in the world of adult animation, but its intro is just a decent jingle. It's catchy, and it's short. 16 is South Park. The South Park intro is your balls on a cheese grater, but that's what it's supposed to be. And it still manages to be catchy the same way. Even though the cheese grater is very painful, it is scratching the itch you had on your balls.
Going down South Park, gonna leave my woes behind.
People parking day or night, people spouting potty nights.
So come on down South Park and meet some friends of mine.
Number 15, The Life and Times of Tim. You may be one of those mindless sheep who tells yourself you hate country music, even though you've never really looked into country music. You're stupid. Every song in Fallout New Vegas is country music. Sweet Home Alabama is country music. Johnny Cash is country music. And this is good.
Get out of this world alive.
14 goes to a show called The PJs.
Upon a time in the projects.
It's a show, as far as I can tell, about like a really big asshole of a landlord in the projects.
Holding down a cardboard condo, homeboy and a homemade bungalow. In the middle of the end of the day.
Like, look at this. He's like, I'm gonna leave them in the elevator to die, and he was happy about it. Song goes hard though. Number 13, Undergrads. It's a pretty underappreciated show, but it's also kind of awkward and lame and stupid and dumb and uncomfortable and stupid and dumb and bad. Just like the song. I never really recommend it to anyone, just like the song, but I did sort of enjoy it, just like the song. High C tier, low B tier. But anyway. This is the most satisfying SoundCloud beat I've ever heard. This is the best indie video game menu music I've ever heard. But it's actually the theme song of a stupid TV show. Disagree with me, I fucking dare you. This goes hard. Why is King of the Hill so goddamn catchy? Only God really knows, but we're getting into the territory where you watch an episode of something, you don't skip that intro. You savor it. You roll it around in your mouth and enjoy the flavor. That's what King of the Hill is. Number 10 is American Dad. I don't even watch this show, but this song, I like it.
Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun in the sky has a smile on his face, and he's shining a salute to the American race.
9 is an outro, BoJack Horseman. This shit's just too good. My favorite part is when he goes, ah! That's awesome. 8 is from a show I've never heard of called Super Jail. I've been noticing that the good ones really are completely fucking random unknowns. Seven, I begrudgingly give to Matt Groening's bastard child, Disenchantment. I never watched it, but honestly, from how hard this shit slaps, I'm now considering it for the first time in my entire life. I will likely immediately be disappointed, but this is good. Six is something you TikTok Zoomers should know, Clone High. I would like to say, I liked this show before it had a resurgence, okay? This is a weird track. It's like this grunge rock, but then it goes into minor keys. But then the lyrics hit you off guard and are fucking hilarious. And then it turns around and BoJack Horseman gets 2 slots and takes number 5. The intro goes harder than the outro somehow. I really want to make it clear. I didn't even finish this show. I'm not playing favorites. This is just objectively like a dripped out groove, okay? It's just the truth. Number 4 is the Midnight Gospel. I'm gonna let it speak for itself. Yeah, argue with that. Yeah, just try to fucking debate me on that, you dumb piece of shit. Number 3, I've never even seen or heard of. It's called Sea Lab. And this is straight up just a song I would listen to. Mitski, who? I'm gonna do the honorable mentions before the top 2. The reason these were excluded is because they aren't really show themes. They are full songs by successful bands that were just injected into the DNA of the show, artificially. And yeah, maybe it kicks ass a lot harder than some of these other ones, but I'm pretty sure my YouTube intro would go really fucking hard if I got Billy Joel to compose it, and it's not really fair to compare that to some kid named Kevin who made his in Windows Movie Maker 10 years ago. Anyway, Daria is hard to listen to, but when the song actually resolves, it sounds pretty good. As a show intro though, I don't think I'd watch it all the way through once.
Excuse me.
Next we have 2 shows. F is for Family, R is for Rosie. They're clones of each other, but the point is, they just like took some old song that goes pretty well and they animated it creatively. I'm a fan of how they animated the intro, but from what I can see of the art style and anything I've seen of the show other than just the intro, it doesn't look very good. Then we got Big Mouth. This is one of the most ugly, most unnecessary TV shows I've ever seen. People really like the humor for some reason. I've tried it. I've had it recommended to me. I find it disgusting. But the song's a banger. Ah, you Zoomers were waiting for this one. You really like this League of Legends commercial. And I get it. The animation looks super sick, and I still find it funny that Riot Games is fantastic at everything other than making games. But this is just a song by Imagine Dragons. The creative minds behind the show did not make the intro, and therefore, it is discounted. Imagine Dragons is a great band to commission for an intro, though, because their best work before this moment was tracks made for a Spider-Man musical. I've never been a huge fan of Imagine Dragons. All of their work is outshined by more creative artists, but this is definitely their best work.
Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
By the way, if you were curious, if it was on the list proper, Arcane would have been above Clone High, but below BoJack Horseman. Finally, though, we get to the top of the list. Number 2 goes to The Boondocks. This is unironically just a swagged out song. I feel like I could pass a kidney stone pleasantly to this song. I want to crack every bone in my body in the most godly stretch of all time to this song.
The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come, and I will remain a soldier till the war is won.
Say Cheshire, you ask. What takes number 1, you ask. Why is it my favorite stinky poopy show on here, you ask. Fuck off. You have bad taste in TV shows, that's why it's not on here. Number 1 slot goes to Futurama. Feel free to debate me after your balls drop. See you later.